Hey guys, really wasn't planning on doing a video tonight. Been messing around with my planetary interaction and then moving over to where I have some of my blueprints being researched. I was going to reset those, but I ran into something that might save some people some ships, could be from dying. I've been waiting to see one of these out here in the Great Wildlands. It is a mobile warp disruptor. The small one that's sitting out here on its own. Normally it is here with somebody trying to kill other people. But I wanted to show how you can find these on your directional scanner. And one of the reasons why I set up my safe spots all over the place. Um, as you showed in the last video, you can pull up your safe spots by hitting the hotkey for L, and it'll show each one of these. I had previously set up a safe spot near the NK Tech ZXD gate and was basically not even using it because there was nobody in system while I was going through it. But as I came up, we got some fireworks going off. It's a holiday tomorrow. My puppy's not going to be too happy about this. Are you okay? You okay? It's alright. It's alright. I'm here for you. Good girl. I'm here for you. Good girl. Okay. You alright? See, this is what happens whenever a dog has to deal with fireworks. Yeah. It's okay. It's a good girl. You're alright. You're alright. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay? You alright? Ready to go? Okay. So, try to make a long story short. This is going to be a little bit longer video because we got to make sure she's okay. So I was just flying through here. I wasn't too worried because there wasn't anybody in system, but then I actually got caught by this mobile warp disruptor. If somebody had been in system, I would have warped to my safe spot, which I'm at right now. But I wanted to show you what happens. I had come through the CRXA gate, and I was just heading straight to the NK gate. So I'll just show you here. I'm going to warp back to the CXK gate. Hopefully nobody comes in here while I'm doing this. We'll just keep an eye on local. I want to show you what happens when a mobile warp disruptor pulls you in, and ways to avoid it, hopefully. First off, always keep an eye on local. When somebody is in system, have your safe spot set up like I have. I don't have them all over the place, but I'm slowly growing more and more of them. And then learn to use a directional scanner. Alrighty. So I'm at the gate that I originally came in at, and I'm 100 off of it just to be a little bit safe there. Then since I didn't see anybody in the local, I was like, oh, I should be pretty safe. So I warped it directly to, I was going to jump through this gate. The dog is coming up over the other side. Amanda, what are you doing? So watch what happens here when I go directly from one gate to another. Never want to do this whenever there's more people in system. I'm warping in, coming in on it. Now, if I'm directional scanning, now suddenly I see this little tractor unit's on here. As I'm coming in, here's my ship. See how this mobile tractor unit just sucked me in right into its sphere right there. So now I can't warp. I can't warp back to this. Let's just try to warp there. I can't do it. I'm disrupted. So I have to get out of this bubble as quickly as possible. and try to go to the safe spot. Now at this point, somebody could try to warp disrupt me down. Now I'm out, so we're going to get to a safe spot. I'm going to warp to my safe spot here. And I'll explain what pretty much kind of happened there. I'm 34 kilometers off the gate, 12 kilometers off that mobile tractor unit. So what it is basically kind of a trap set. And let's see if we can pull up a rudimentary paint program, and I'll try to show a really stupid but easy way to explain what happens with it if you have never seen it before. There's two ways to use the I'm going to keep it here so I can keep an eye on local. I'm going to get moving here too to be a little bit safe. So when you are in system, let's say this is you, and somebody is wanting to kill you, they have to lock you down. So this would be the other guy, and they would use, if they were using warp disruptors or warp scramblers, they would fire that at you, and that would lock you down so you can't warp away, and that's a big no. And so that's a way that, there's usually like a distance on that, anywhere from 10 to 20 kilometers. And then they would try to lock you down, get their friends to come in and kill you. This is so ugly, but it's all I got right now. And then blow you up from right there. Without that, instead of actually scrambling you down here, what they can do is, this is Bob here who's trying to kill me. Instead of doing that, they can drop a mobile small warp disruptor. That warp disruptor, as you saw, makes a sphere in this area. Anything caught within the sphere, rather than having to tackle me, anything caught in the sphere then cannot warp out until they get out of that sphere, like I showed you earlier. So at this point, Bob here doesn't have to waste a slot or two on his warp scramblers or disruptors. He can put all of his might into that, maybe have a larger ship, and be able to tackle people that way. So this is, we got somebody in system. He may have dropped it. So I was just dropping him a note. He may have dropped that. I'm not sure. But that's Pandemic Legion. Okay. So basically, that's the second way of doing it. You have somebody there, you drop your mobile warp disruptor, and then you try to track them down. So basically, that is the second way of disrupting someone. But the third one is the most interesting of all of them. And this is something I haven't tried myself, not a big PvPer, but it's using the mobile warp disruptor. It is, and I'll just show you here on the paint. So let's back out here. I'll clear this off. It's so ugly. Maybe I'll do a better video with this. Um, so here's your gate that you come through, like I did earlier, and here's the gate that you're trying to go through. So this is gate 1. Oh, that's gate. Okay, this is a gate. This is gate 2. This is gate 1. Now what will happen is, and this is one of the weird things with the mobile warp disruptor, if somebody's warping to an area that is in line with a mobile warp disruptor, if I'm understanding it correctly, it's either 100 or 150 kilometers from that, in line with it, then the mobile warp disruptor will actually suck that person into it. It will, rather than, so it doesn't have to be right on it, as long as they're warping to it, that mobile warp disruptor will pull them to it. So what people will do is, let's say most people are coming through these gates. I think in this system there are only 2 gates, so you have to go from one gate to the other. So I come through this one, and I'm going to go straight to that one. I'm not looking around, I'm not paying attention to anything. So I'm warping here, shooting through, and I'm going to make sure. Okay, so he's just a capsule right now. Good. So when you warp from this gate to that gate, what they will do is they will set up their mobile warp disruptor right here. And I think it works on the other end in front of it as well. So whenever you're warping from here, from one gate to the other gate, this mobile warp disruptor, hey, can I do it? There's a D. All right. Will actually, rather than letting you land on this gate to jump, it will actually drag you here, 100 kilometers off of it, into the bubble that it's created, so you can't warp off. And then Bob, and usually some of his friends, are sitting right here. And as soon as you land here, they warp scramble you, or shoot you, or make you die, and it's not very fun. And you're 100 kilometers off, so you can't jump through. So that is it in a nutshell. I know this isn't pretty. I really wasn't planning on making this video, but I came across it. So I wanted to make sure that I popped one up. Now, the way that you get around this is by setting up your safe points that they're not in direct line with your gates. So let's go ahead and clear Bob and his friends off here. Get our mobile warp disruptor. Good. Oh, I lost my D. Okay. There we go. So what you do is you set up a safe point. Let's do it. I don't like doing too many circles. A safe point here at another planet or another celestial that's within 14.3, like I have right now. And you warp into system. You see somebody else is in system. So rather than going from gate to gate, you warp from here to there. Now what you can do is you can warp in from a different direction to the gate. Now, will this work all of the time? Not all of the time, depending on where those bubbles are or how many there are, but it has a much less chance for you to get dragged into the mobile warp disruptor right here. The second thing that you can do is set up your safe point less than 14.3 AU away from that. And by doing so, see, I am less than 14.3, I'm 5.3 away. I can see that there is actually a mobile warp disruptor at that gate. So I'm going to try to do a service to the people in the area here. Maybe I'll die doing it, but I'm going to try and see if I can blow up. I've never tried to do this, but to have a little bit of fun, I'm going to try to warp to this. I think I'm still in line with it, that I'm going to be tackled by this mobile warp disruptor. I don't think I'm offline with it just yet. We're going to see. But if I can get close enough while nobody else is in system, I'm going to try to get outside of it, but then target it and blow it up. Oh, wait. We got somebody who just came in. Shoot, 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 shoot. It's a 0.5. We got multiple people in here. I gotta get off this gate. Actually, I want to see how hard it is to destroy. Okay, local's empty. I want to see how hard it is to blow one of these up, because that might be the first choice to do, is to take this sucker out if you can. This is going down pretty quick. All right, this makes me happy. I'm clearing this off. It's 17 minutes, good. I don't know how long these last. I think they last quite a while, if not days. So I'd have to do a little bit of research. Doc Kovich. So I'm going to get to a safe spot here. So we cleared that off for the guys that are coming through. Now the second question is, why was this here? I don't know. It might have just been used for something else other than this, but normally when they're at gates, they're there to destroy stuff. And it's gone off of there. So it's gone. Okay. So what I need to do is check the local. I'm going to keep my... No, I don't want that floating. Did not need that to go large. Good. So what I want to do is see, is there a reason why this was here? I don't want to jump through the next gate just to be safe. So we got one jump, one pilot and system there, one pilot and system there, so I'm not too worried about that. And that one pilot there is me. Good there. The other thing I want to do is check dotland over here and see, has anybody been killed in this area recently? Did anybody get caught? And I could do that with the in-game map, but I'm not super fast at it yet. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm being a little bit careful since I do have somebody in system. He was just a capsule earlier, but I'm not picking him up right now, so I need to make sure that he's not a hunter. Great Wildlands. Good. I'm in JPL. So no ship kills in the last 24. So it's interesting. Somebody got a malediction. He's still sitting here too. Okay, so he was there and he just went away. So he either went through the gate or warped away. Maledictions are pretty quick. It's frigate. And he left system too at the same time. So that means he probably jumped through the gate to NK. Yeah. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So I am right here in JPL. If you notice here, no ship kills in the last basically 24 hours. So NK is right here. Where I'm trying to go is MTAC M&M. I have some stuff I want to get started going again there. I'm going to take a little bit of a chance here. I'm thinking I should be okay. I haven't seen on my maps a whole lot of ships in the area other than the ones that have popped through here. One was him. Didn't really need to take my hurricane up this way, but I thought, while I'm on my way, I can do some NPC killing, pick up some stuff to melt down. Where I'm going to is I went and picked up some blueprints for my Minmatar probe and some scanning equipment that I'm slowly researching so it's easier to build. And I wanted to reset those so then I can start doing some scanning out here like I have been doing out in the Syndicate area. Looks like we're good. Like I said before, nobody's in system, so I'm just going to go gate to gate. I could get caught by a bubble like I just did, but nobody's in system, so most likely 99% of the time I won't get caught by anything. And if I do, I'd be a little bit unlucky if somebody jumped through the gate right when I got caught, because there's no way for them to see me caught without being in system. This is a decent area to try to drop these mobile warp disruptors if you are trying to trap people, because it is a gate-to-gate area. So people just trying to go through can get caught. There are other areas which I found are a lot safer if you know how to navigate through them. And I'll try to do some more videos on that. I've done a few. Oh, whoa, we got a lot of people in the system. Didn't have anybody on gate, though. So let's say, safe one, warp to you. So this is exactly what I was just talking about. Even though my in-game map said that there wasn't anybody flying around, or maybe one guy, do want to be careful. I'm warping to a safe spot, and then going to try to get within range of MTEC-M. I'm there, so I can hit my D-scan. Okay, good. D-scan does not show any mobile warp disruptors, so that means I'm in good shape to try to just jump through this gate. Now the question is, and this is the last part, if somebody is on the opposite side of the gate, that's where they can also try to, it's called bubbling. They can use a mobile warp disruptor and drop that, or they can use ships that make those, and that's another way that they can lock you down. Maybe I'll try to do, I'm sure that there's got to be really good videos out there for that, but I might make one myself to work on my own video making skills. Hopefully I'll get through here. I just want to get parked up. One jump and one station to drop in at. There's a lot of different tactics with these bubbles too. I'm nowhere near good at them. I've never done one before, but it's also good. Good, we got nobody in the system. Whoa, what is that? Okay, so that is a dead malediction. Is that the fellow that was just in my system? I'm gonna go check. I hate to do this, but I have found such really good stuff. Just checking out wrecks of players. I'm sorry, but I'm a scavenger, man. You never know what you're gonna find. If somebody comes through this gate right now, I'm gonna die. Wow. Okay, there we go. And let's dock it up. So, just by stopping there, I can tell you, let's stack this up. Keeping an eye out. I took a little bit of a chance, and there was a destroyed malediction there, which I got an improved cloaking device, nanofiber internal, nanofiber internal. So there's 3 nanofiber internals here. So somebody was trying to get from point A to point B and got caught and shot. So that tells me to be a little bit more careful in this area. But I was to the gain. Now, why somebody didn't grab this stuff, I don't know. It was worth, I think, 5 million isk. But I'll take it. So the last part here is, I'll just show you what I've been working on. Like I said, just like in out in Syndicate, I went and brought in some blueprints for a probe and a core probe launcher and a relic analyzer and a data analyzer and some core scanners. This is really basic stuff that I can do up to level 3 scanning, mainly to find wormholes to start taking some of the loot that I've gotten out here out to market, so I can start making some money off that. Because I did put up my second planetary interaction today. I'm going to try to limit those videos because they aren't the most interesting in the world, but they are very profitable. So that's going to be my next little jaunt. But got here, I'm safe. I hope this video, it's just one big hint. A couple of hints. If you see a ship just lying around, nobody in there, go grab whatever's there. You never know what you'll find. I now have a free cloak and some free level 2 nanofibers, nanofiber internal things. So maybe I'll start working on my cloaking skills. I only need to get up to level 3 of cloaking, so I might do that. Actually, this is perfect. I can throw this maybe onto the probe that I'm going to be flying that I build out of here. Alrighty. Well, you guys have a great night. What is that? I don't think I've ever seen that before. 1200 millimeter heavy gallium. Never seen the looks of that one before. Is that a long range heavy gun? Ha! Alright. So used to seeing these. Sorry. Okay. Hey, have a great night. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope you have, if you're in the United States, have a great holiday tomorrow. I'll be working and getting time and a half. I think maybe even more than that. But if you need anything or you have any questions or have any ideas for videos you'd like me to do, please let me know. I will be working the next couple days, so videos will be a little bit shorter on supply, but looking forward to it. Still going to be playing. If you want to catch up with me, just message me in game. I try to reply to everybody, or on YouTube, or you can just join the chat channel, the The5cs. If you're wondering where that channel is, just look up look up Ashford Rogers, and it is in my description here in the bio. I'm starting to add it in there. There's the chat channel right there. Alrighty. You guys fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however the heck you want. Have a good one.